Welcome back to another episode of The One Row. My name is David, and today, obviously not on set, we are out at my local range. This is the one I'm a member of, I go to on a regular basis. Behind me is the actual pistol range. It's a 50-yard range. Right over there's a rifle range. I'm going to show that to you in just a minute. Walk around, kind of show you the facility, so that when I say I'm going to the range, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Today I am doing two things. One, I'm practicing with my everyday carry handgun, my concealed carry weapon. And it's also my nightstand gun, which has actually changed. I was using the Springfield Hellcat Pro Comp 2 or Pro Comp, but I had an issue with the red dot, so the red dot's in for warranty, so I've switched to a different pistol. Right now I'm using a Glock 19 MOS, and that is what is my nightstand gun, everyday carry gun. So I'm going to practice with that a little bit because I haven't shot that one a whole lot lately, and I want to make sure I'm still familiar with it and still comfortable shooting it. I've been shooting Glocks forever, so I'm not really worried about it. And I'm also thinking about switching my closet gun, I guess, my first grab rifle. It's a 9mm pistol caliber carbine. Right now I've been using the CZ Scorpion Evo 2, and I love it. But one problem I'm noticing with it is the more and more I use ARs as my rifles, the more and more the CZ, because it's just a different method of use, different mechanics to it, it's not what's instilled in my brain. So I'm testing out an actual AR9 platform. It's a Wraithworks 9mm. And I'm going to see if I'm going to replace my CZ Scorpion as my home defense pistol caliber carbine. I guess it's not a rifle, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, yeah, so let me show you around. Well, this is the Isaac Walton League Alexandria chapter shooting facility. This is located in Stafford, Virginia, just south of Quantico, which is where I live. It's a 100-yard rifle range, and it's actually a pretty cool facility. Looks like I'm going to have some company, so I don't know if I'm going to be filming a whole lot, but we'll see how it goes. And then here is the pistol range, which I'm a pretty big fan of. What's really funny is it's a Friday afternoon at like 4 o'clock. It's like 88 degrees, and there's not a whole lot of folks out here, so I didn't expect anybody to be out here, even though it's a Friday afternoon. But we will make do with what we have. Here's my setup, what I'm going to be working with today. So I was shooting, but I didn't have the camera on, so I did some initial, when I first got out, the red dot was a little to the right, so I had to kind of get it zeroed in a little bit better. I'm pretty happy. This one, I'm aiming at 25 yards for my zero, so I think I should be pretty close. Let's see how it goes. Now for the bottom one. Range is cold. So there's a whole religious debate about whether or not to zero at 50 yards, 25 yards, whatever. So for this, the longest shot I have in my house would probably be 20 yards if I went from one side of the house to the other. So a 25-yard zero is probably fine. I could probably even zero at 15 and it would be justifiable. So on that last one, my first shot was actually right on the corner, and then I had one high and then two low. So what, maybe one, two, probably two inches across. And again, I have horrible eyesight. Like, I'm very bad eyesight. So for me, that red dot is about 5 red dots kind of clustered together, and they cover that red thing. So it's about the best I can do with my my eyesight until I get unless I put like some kind of a magnifying optic on there. But overall, I'm pretty happy with that. I feel like it's definitely a little to the left. So I might bring that back and shoot that one more time. Let me actually go to the top left. So one of the things that's kind of cool about this range is it's open pretty much 7 days a week from 9 a.m. until dark or dusk. You can't shoot anything after dusk, and they post the time on the front when you come in. But otherwise, I have a little key fob that lets me in and to the facility. I come and go as I want. There's a lot of times, because I live so close, I can come over in the daytime, during the week when other people aren't really around. And again, this is for inside my house, so it's not like I need 100-yard, 150-yard accuracy. This is for, I don't want to say good enough to get it done. So I set that up at about 10 yards. So now I have one at 10, one at 15. And then if you can see way down there in the range, I think it should be in view. There's actually 4 steel targets that are 50 yards away. The one on the far right would probably be what I would call a center mass, and it gets smaller to really just the heart size one. And so if you're constantly hitting that heart one at 50, then you're probably pretty good for a pistol caliber carbine. Let's try up close. I'm going to go for that just below the main target, about 3 squares up from the bottom, right on the line. Yep, that's what I was, okay. Yeah, you can see by that, like I patterned it pretty well. I grouped it pretty well right there off that line, just a hair to the left, all the shots. Obviously, I was aiming about 1 square up, so having moved in with my 0 at 25 makes sense for bullet travel. So I'm happy with it. Again, that's kind of what I'm looking for, but the real test is the steel targets downrange. I don't have much left in this magazine, but let's just do it standing. Third one, missed it. Got it. And last one, no, might as well talk to y'all while I'm reloading. So basically, yeah, the only, so 20, I've got access, pretty much any daylight hours. The one other downside, obviously no night shooting, so I couldn't come out here to test night vision or anything like that at a range. I have to find somewhere else for that. Clean up after yourself. There's brooms and stuff to get your brass up. And then they've got these dump boxes for vent casings. If you want to donate them, they actually, I don't know if they sell them or you can win them, or I think there's like a monthly drawing to win the brass for those reloaders out there. So again, the philosophy, right, I buy my nightstand. I have this Glock 19 MOS with the Holosun. I like Glock a lot. I shoot Glock a lot. It's probably it's my default handgun. Unless there's a reason for me not to buy Glock, I tend to buy Glock. Am I a Glock fanboy? I don't think they're the most amazing things, but I've shot on them for years and I really like them. Other guns are great too, but the philosophy is I've got this by my nightstand. If something goes bump in the night, that's my fastest access, then this other gun is nearby, which I can get to fairly quickly. But if, for example, somebody were already in my house, it's going to go to the Glock. If somebody's beating on my door and I have a chance to actually get up and do something, then I'm going to go grab the pistol caliber carbine, because the accuracy is so much more. I can put it on target so much faster, at least for me. And 35 rounds versus 15 in the Glock. So the clouds have come and the wind has come and it's cooled down about 10 degrees in the last like 5 minutes, which actually feels really nice now. But what I've done is I've set up 2 targets. These are not official targets. These are actual backings for other targets, and I've drawn on them because I ran out of targets. So yeah, yep, that's how it rolls. Let's see how we did. So 2, 2, and 2. So the first one, first one was right at the heart, and the other was about 2 inches down. On the second one, which was the left target, one of them was right toward the heart. The other was right off toward the side of the heart by about 3 inches. And then I hit the far third target at distance, missed the first one, hit the second one. So on this one, one of the shots was right here, just to the left of the heart by a ½ inch. And then there's actually a second bullet hole right here. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a double hole there. And then on this one, I put one right here and one over there. So I went left on those. But on the far target, I did hit both on the first try, which that's pretty cool. And I'm out of ammo. Tactical reload. Except I don't have a magazine with ammo, so that was my tactical reload. Here's my tactical reload, guys. Excuse me. Don't hurt my family. I'm reloading. Hold off, attacker. I've got to put more ammo in my magazines. Almost done. Then you can proceed. See, that's how it works in a home invasion. You just tell them to hold off while you reload. I promise it'll work. So this time I went left, right, and then for the far target, I did the far right one. So the big square, the biggest square. Missed. Got it. So we're going to go with the Glock now and with the Holosun. So it's one of those circles with the dot in the middle. I'm not sure if I like that or if I like the regular red dots better, but we're going to find out. I'm going to go for the neck. What would be the neck of that thick neck fool? Oh, right in the head. Okay. That was not good. That really pushed that one. Okay, more in the neck. Where are we at? All right, so these were all from the Warworks AR9. These were from the thing, and it was actually more like 12 yards, not 10 yards. So not particularly good. So I'm not sure if I love that the sight picture. Up close, it's much easier to find. So like in a panic situation for self-defense, honestly, if you are within an attacker coming at you range of, you know, whatever, 3 to 7, 10 yards, basically putting that green dot on them is all you need to do. Not the green dot, but the green circle, and you're probably going to hit them. So in a panic, it's probably not bad. From a distance, it completely like blocks out the sight picture. So I lose, particularly for me with my eyesight, I lose all detail necessary to be pretty accurate with that. Oop, jerked that. Nope. All right, bottom right, slow down a little bit. Okay, I'm out. Nope, nope, losing a target. Wind's picking up really bad. It's like we got some rain coming in. Well, that's the fun of the outdoor range, right? Well, it's definitely starting to sprinkle, so we're going to shut it down, head home. Thoughts? The Glock, I'm fine with, comfortable with. I like it, at least enough till my Hellcat Pro Comp comes back into full functioning with the red dot. I know I could do it without the red dot, but I'm so used to using red dots on pistols now, and I love it from the fact that I can find sight picture faster than otherwise than with iron sights, at least for me. Your mileage may vary. On the War Comp AR9, I'm a fan. I did have that initial problem with the buffer tube assembly. They had to replace, it was too light, so they sent me a new one that's a little heavier. Fixed the little, basically the bolt was catching on the mag. Fixed that problem, shoots great, have no issues with it, very happy with it. Probably going to replace that. I've put probably about 500 rounds total now through it. I'm gonna probably put that, use that as my my go-to pistol caliber carbine in the house. And the wind's getting worse, so I'm gonna dump this last mag of target ammo all the way down range at my the steel targets and see what happens. I'm gonna go for that far right one because I'm not this distance, about 52 yards to those targets. Hey, I got it, first try. 2, missed it high, missed it left. Got it, got it. Left again, but about 7. Right on, right on. Going to the second from the right, the third large, or the second largest. Missed it left, and I hit it on the last round. Anyway, if you ended up enjoying this video, please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We'll see you next time.